Are you looking to buy real estate in Natick, Massachusetts in the price range of 1.2 to 1.5 million? I've lived and breathed Natick real estate my whole life. In fact, I used to live in Natick, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing some information about some active listings in Natick and recent solds as of June of 2024. So then you'll get some idea of what your money will buy you in Natick, Massachusetts. And I'll share my thoughts on location and different styles of houses as we go and how I view these properties. So I hope you enjoy. I'm Jane. I'm a realtor based in Wellesley, Massachusetts, and my channel is all about helping you make informed decisions about relocating to the greater Boston Metro West area. So please subscribe, as each week we're putting out a different video featuring various suburbs in Metro West to different price points and providing you with helpful information so you can make informed decisions about your relocation. And if you are thinking about moving, please reach out. I have been so delighted to connect with buyers all over the globe right here on my YouTube channel and helping them with their home search and find the just right home in the Metro West area of Boston. So thank you. A couple things to know about Natick. First of all, where is it? Natick is just west of my hometown of Wellesley. It's convenient to the Mass Pike and to Route 95. It's got a commuter rail stops that go to South Station in Boston. So it's an easy commute for those going to the tech areas of 495, 95, or commuting in town. It has lots of great green space and hiking trails, and it also has a fantastic mall, which has a Nordstrom's. And Route 9 goes right through Natick, and that's a 4-lane highway with any kind of shopping that you can think of that you might need. From Dick's Sporting Goods to a Marshall's, and my favorite bookstores out there, Barnes & Noble, which is new and beautiful. So even if you live in places like Wellesley or Weston or Wayland, Natick is where we all go to shop, and also tons of restaurants out there as well. What you should also know is that the public school system is highly rated, and it gets an A+ from niche.com. Again, we're in June of 2024, so I'm trying to give you as updated statistics as I can. And the school system has really been improving and is quite strong. There's one public high school, there's 2 middle schools, and there are 5 elementary schools, which are neighborhood schools, which is how you identify your neighborhood is by your elementary school. So recent statistics, the median list price for 2024 was just under $910,000 with a median sold price of $839,000 and an average square foot price of about $457. Now, median square foot price is not always comparing apples to apples, but as you could like in a city or in a place where we had big developments with similar style homes, but it's a data point that we always like to share. So now let's dive into some specific listings that are both active or sold in Natick as of June 2024. So the first house we're going to talk about is 9 Emerson Street and is on the market for $1,299 and has only been on the market for 5 days. And I fully expect this to go under contract either like today or tomorrow. I actually sold a house in this neighborhood a couple years ago to this really cute young couple. And what we loved about it was Wethersfield is this cool neighborhood with this whole labyrinth of streets, great for bike riding. And there's some conservation land where you can cut through this little path to another neighborhood. And it's also near the Wilson Elementary School. So this house is really cute. So nice condition, nice bright and light. I love the dark floors. I love the stone fireplace. Nice big family room, open to the kitchen. Here's a nice view of the whole kitchen with an island, good storage. I like the mix of cabinetry with the dark and the light, and the different countertops kind of gives it some personality. Nice big dining room. And let's go back. So that's kind of nice little style in the bathroom. Bedrooms have carpet. Woo, cute. Bath has double sinks. Cute family house, as we say. And up on the 3rd floor, there's a really cool wet bar area with a fridge. I love these floating shelves, which are super popular right now and trendy, and like a nice big hangout space. Beautifully tiled bath. I love all the contemporary finishes. And you can tell you're on the 3rd floor because the ceiling is kind of slanted, which kind of indicates the roof line of the house. So one of the kids obviously is up here, and nice big level backyard. Play structure can stay or go. That's actually sometimes a great thing to be leaving behind if your kids are growing out of the house or leaving home and the new family might have little kids. Sometimes we can throw in some personal property to the deal. And I really love this curve of the stone patio with this brick, which gives extra seating. So just a really nice house, good condition, nicely maintained maintained. So it's about 3,500 square feet, 15,000 square foot lot, 1-car garage. So I think that is a solid buy at 1,299, and I would expect there to be multiple offers on that, and it probably will go over asking. So check back with me in a couple of weeks and I'll let you know. Now we're going to go across town to South Natick to Algonquian Drive. So there was this huge development that is known as Algonquian Estates that was developed in the 90s, and it has a combination of single-family homes, some cluster homes where the kind of like attached townhomes that have some common land, and some of the lots are quite large. So this particular house, I think somebody got a really good deal here, and it's an example of when I talk about the shiny penny. This was not a shiny penny, and you'll see why. So this was 3,200 square feet, built in the 90s, and my friend Linda Logan from Compass listed it. So as you can see, it's a really elegant home from the front with the brick detail, and here's a picture of the back. Now, the only thing that it didn't have was a great big backyard. A lot of the land was in the front, but you did have some nice privacy from your neighbor in the back, and it had a nice big deck. So I think if you had a couple kids, I would still show it to someone with a few children and say it's the kind of neighborhood where kids play in each other's yards and in the street, but enough backyard to throw a ball. But what was not shiny about it was the condition. And I don't know anything about the sellers. Maybe there was an older person living there. It had a faint whiff of mothballs, which is surprisingly hard to get rid of, which of course you can get rid of when people take their stuff. But it was a little bit tired, and that for that reason, it did not fly off the market the first weekend. So I think in this hot market, people are so conditioned to thinking that everything goes over asking. Oh my goodness, how am I ever going to get a house? But this house had really good bones, I thought, and with some paint and some updates, which honestly, it looks better in the pictures, I think, than when you were there in person. So it had a slight price reduction, and then it did go off the market that week. We'll let you know what it is under contract for. But it could be updating could be as simple as replacing these black appliances with new stainless, or now we're even seeing that beautiful matte white appliances that GE is putting out, which my sister has when they have gold handles. It's beautiful. Maybe paint the cabinets, maybe update the countertops, but just a few tweaks. I think this home is really going to shine. So I'm excited for the lucky person who saw the potential. Nice big family room with a soaring ceiling. It has a nice office. This is so typical of the 90s. You have these 2-story foyers with like a place to put holiday decor. You have a ladder and kind of open from the upper deck. So it's just kind of a nice open and airy feeling. Again, you're seeing a little bit of the datedness. There probably is not hardwood floor. If it was built in the 90s and has wall-to-wall carpet, it was the way builders were saving money back then, but that's easy enough to add. I got a guy for that. And again, the baths, just a little bit, they're original. Nothing wrong with that, but maybe time for a nice big soaking tub there. So I think that gives you a good sense of 57 Algonquin Drive. So that is scheduled to close late July. Now we're going to switch to another great little neighborhood, which is right on the border of Wellesley. It's near the Elm Bank, which is the Mass Horticultural Society's headquarters, which has these beautiful gardens, and there's a whole lot of soccer fields that the town of Wellesley rent. So you'll see people of all ages playing soccer over there, and we walk around there, and they just had a daffodil festival. So there's this cute, tiny little neighborhood. Here, I'm actually going to show you on the map. So Wellesley's up here, and here's the Charles River. You come down Route 16, which in Natick turns into Elliot Street. There's an excellent Montessori school right here. Actually, I have these great clients that found me on the YouTube channel. Their son is going to Riverbend this fall, and we are seeking a home in this neighborhood in Wellesley or South Natick. So we did go to see one on Saturday on Water Street, but it had an accepted offer by the time we got there. So there's these cute little streets, but now I caution you, this is called Water Street. This is called River Street. Here is the famous Charles River. So what this is going to tell you before you even check a map or flood map of any kind, the water table is high. So this is a street where you're probably going to need flood insurance. And I have seen homes over the years in times of storms and a lot of rain, or I have seen some pretty high levels of the Charles over on kind of way over here, but something to be mindful of. So anyway, but it's a super cute little neighborhood, and it's very convenient to commute. If you want to go out to 95, you want to get to South Natick Center, you go up right here is the center of town, and little South Natick, which is right here, has coffee shop, pizza place, super cute. So we loved living in South Natick. It was fun. So this is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 30,000 square foot home in the year it was built, 1890. If you've been on this channel, you know I am a real sucker for antiques and beautiful older homes. They do come with their challenges, but I love the charm and character. So let's take a look at some of their pictures. So super cute porch. And isn't this a nice combination of colors? You've got the green door. The floor is actually gray, though it looks blue. And then they painted the ceiling beadboard sky blue. So adorable and like quintessential New England. So you have these oversized windows with just, we call this 2/1. So it's farmhouse style windows, not lots of little squares. That would be colonial. And beautiful old hardwood, nicely updated kitchen. So this has beautiful chef's range, looks like a wolf, and stainless appliances, custom cabinetry, extra fridge in the island with a sink there, open to the dining area. So really sweet. Built-ins to watch TV. And I love that there's recessed lights because these typically of this era, the ceilings were pretty high. So probably 8 or 9 feet at least. Sometimes in the 1880s and 90s, you see even a 10-foot ceiling. I like this built-in little desk, more cabinet custom built-ins, and I love an original turned staircase. And look, this nice old window. They don't make them like this anymore. So the bedrooms are also pretty spacious. Primary bath has 2 sinks, also updated over the years. And one of the hardest things about living in an antique is that the closets are not good, because back then it seems everyone had 2 dresses and a coat. But wow, they probably took a whole bedroom and made it into this walk-in closet in the primary. And really cute children's room. Oh, I got a guy to tighten up that rug too. If your rug wrinkles, you can tighten it. You don't need to replace it. That's a Yankee fix. That's what we would call a Yankee fix. And here in this bathroom, I love when you take contemporary finishes in an antique home. So this wall hung vanity is really cool, and washer dryers right here, and nice updated tile. And here's the mudroom. So I love when you can come right into a tiled mudroom with lots of places to put your stuff. So they did a really nice job preparing this for listing, so you can really see the house and not people's stuff. So this little neighborhood, which there's plenty of places to walk and hike nearby. So the lot here is pretty small, so that's pretty typical of this neighborhood. But not everybody wants a bike yard. It's more to mow, it's more to take care of. And if you ask me, this is the best of both worlds because you can go hiking and walking at Elm Bank. Yes, you're not far. We hike around Wellesley College. It's actually more like a walk. It's not really a hike. And you're close to the South Natick Center. You could go down for a cup of coffee. I'm a big fan of that neighborhood. One thing you should know is if you're taking the commuter rail, you have to drive to Natick Center to get the commuter rail because it does not go through South Natick. So, and it's too far to walk. You could probably bike if you were super fit. Oh, one thing about Water Street, it was listed for 1215 and it sold just 2 weeks ago for 1285. So it did just go about $70,000 over asking. So again, not crazy over asking, but another thing to notice, it does not have a garage. Sometimes that surprises people coming from other parts of the country, but it's not unusual in town neighborhood with a small lot to not have a garage. You just kind of get used to it. Now, the next house we're going to look at is also South Natick on Elliot Street and built in 1880. This one actually has a 3-car garage and is on almost an acre. So this was listed for 1219 and it sold just $4,000 over asking, and it just closed at the end of April. So this was kind of in the peak of the spring market too. So it's only 2,300 square feet. So 4 beds, 2 full baths, but a lot of land. So you get some privacy. And Elliot Street is Route 16. So it's a double yellow road. Does not have central air. You can see the air conditioners in the window here. But there's a lot of character, and this one has a 3-car garage. This is an example of, it's kind of a smaller house, lots of garage, fabulous yard with a pool. So when I talk about how our housing stock varies so much house to house, this is a great example because 2,200 square feet is not huge. We have just a huge variety of home styles, of home ages, and spaces. Keeps it interesting for us realtors. So this is a great view. You got your big garage, you've got the big house or the smaller house, and the nice, beautifully maintained pool. In Massachusetts, you are required to have a a fence all the way around your pool. And here is Elliot Street, Route 16, and here's the Charles River. So as you can see, it's absolutely gorgeous. What a beautiful place to live, across the street from the river. I have never, in all the years I've lived here, seen the river cross Elliot Street. Not to say that it never has, but it never has to my knowledge, just so you're not freaking out about the river over there. So here on Elliot Street, you're seeing some of my favorite things: a big, wide, beautiful original front door and hardware, and a turned staircase again with the original newel post, little office, open to the dining room and to the living room. Nice trim around the fireplaces. I just love this. A nice bright white updated kitchen with, again, like a contrasting countertops, just kind of gives it some visual interest. And anytime you see the cabinetry goes all the way up to the ceiling with this crown molding, then you know it's a custom kitchen. That's a little tip for you. When you're ever looking in a kitchen and you can't figure out why it doesn't look as elegant as another, that could be why. I kind of love this classic bath. So all of these features of this bathroom are beautiful and timeless. You have the subway white tile, you have the black and white on the floor. It's something that's never going to go out of style. Now this might be ready for an update. I'm just saying. I love a lot of pattern, but this is definitely probably a 20-year-old curtain combination. I'm going to show you what a radiator looks like. See this? That, probably not steam, I think that's hot water radiator. So lots of homes in New England do not have forced air. So newer construction, you'll see forced air, but these cast iron radiators are a great source of heat. Their plumbers always say they're the best source of heat. A little slower to heat up, but they maintain and distribute heat really nicely. You can get a decorative cover to cover it. I'll show you one if I see one. A decorative cover to put over it, and then you can put something on top of it. But it can be cozy to lean up against too on a cold winter morning. Nice bath with all these original built-ins. And now we're back outside. So that was 141 Elliot Street, which sold for $1,223 in April of 2024. So if you're thinking about moving to Natick or the surrounding areas, please reach out. I have lots of videos available all about Metro West, so check them out and reach out if you have any questions. And remember, I am here as a buyer's agent to assist you with a home purchase in the Metro West area. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.